We are going to start today's show by talking about the man of the moment, or is it the boy of the moment? I don't quite know what you want to call him.
Coming of age.
But let's talk about Rio Ngumoha in the team from the start. Scores the first goal, is involved heavily in the second goal as well, Errol. And unsurprisingly, 95.5% of our voters put Rio Ngumoha as boss. It was the type of performance, like you just said there, Errol, a coming of age performance. And it really was that.
Certainly was, and if that's a precursor for things to come for Liverpool, for Liverpool Football Club and Rio playing in the team, then by all means, I want more of that football. Soak it all in, because that is exactly what we've been screaming out for this season. Pace, directness, tricky, quick feet, pushing defenders back. His fullback was absolutely on strings for so much of the game today. He just didn't look comfortable because he knew at every given opportunity Rio would do his hardest to try and work him and get him on the back foot into the box. And Rio delivered time and time again. Now look, his game is not absolutely completely finished and polished and perfected. There are still big learning curves for this young man. There is still plenty for him to develop and learn and kick on with. His off the ball stuff is going to be not necessarily scrutinised at this early stage, but there'll be question marks around it. Certainly, people will ask him to start understanding some of the frailties in his game and start to develop and get a little bit better. But if we're just going to talk about the pure quality of this young lad, the confidence, the fact that he's got no fear. He goes into the situation and just absolutely balls out. He's not overly cooked with instructions. He's got this freedom to express himself and work on the attributes that he knows work so well for him time and time again. He loves to take on his man. He loves to attack and go on the outside, but he's happy to go outside, inside, cut in. And let's just talk about that finish. Ste, I will pass over to you, but that finish was absolutely incredible. To twist his man inside out, then sit him down, then use the other one as a little bit of a shield to whip the ball. Bernardo stood no chance. It was a brilliant finish, and I make him a big part of the second goal as well. But as I say, Rio Ngumoha, if that is a coming of an age performance, well done. You've announced yourself your first ever goal, Premier League goal at Anfield, 17 years of age. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, stick him in that boss category. There we go. He's in there and he's up there. You mentioned the goal. He has Castagna on toast all game, really. And he had him going. And the best thing about him, or one of the best things about Rio Ngumoha in an attacking sense, is that he can go either side. So he's equally adept of going outside on his left boot and getting crosses in. He beat Castagna a couple of times there, but he is at his most dangerous cutting inside and scoring. We're not always fans of our left wing cutting inside and shooting, but if you're going to do it that way, it works out. It's the same for Cody Gakpo. We all love it until it doesn't work. But the finish itself is fantastic, and he deserved it. He deserved a chance to start the game. Liverpool, haven't exactly been blessed with great wing play all season, really, on both sides. That changed today. Mo Salah had a very good game as well. Ngumoha on the left-hand side had another very good game for him. And the finish is fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. It's unsavable, really. He does all the hard work himself because he beats his man, he twists and turns. In the end, Castagna's tied up in knots. He has got no idea. And then to just use him and Anderson as almost like a guide into that corner, Ben Leno's got absolutely no chance, like you say. It's the perfect goal.
And can I just add to that as well on top of that? Yeah. And I said this, and maybe there's nothing in it and it's just purely speculative, but having Rio, or being brave enough to play Rio today in the circumstances and freshening up the team in that rotation, for me as a fan, it's what I wanted to see. For me as a fan, after the defeat against PSG, the tried and tested, it's been done, rinse and repeat, it's been done this season. Go in with a youthful exuberance in that young man, give him something where the crowd can look at it and go, right, well, I'm going to get behind Rio, because I know when he gets on the ball, he's going to drive at his man, I know he's going to attack, I know he's going to try and be a danger. Defenders are going to hate trying to live with him and keep up with him. And all of a sudden, there's a little bit of a belief as a fan that there's something to just get you up for it. There's something to just give you that extra little bit of a buzz. So I don't know if that is an absolute masterstroke by Arne Slot, or it is just a product of the circumstance that we found ourselves in. But either way, I hope somebody in and around the club, I hope somebody in and around the backroom staff has noticed, has picked up on it, in a sense that if we can bottle that, and if there's an energy that we can kind of replicate again, Liverpool may just need more of that between now and the end of the season. And I'm glad that Rio, when given a chance, he really stood up and delivered. As
well, there's work to be done. Like say, he will have to learn again defensively. I think we saw a few weeks ago against Wolves that we didn't track his runner. There was a time in this game where Castagna actually got in the other end and Rio didn't track him. He's got work to do because, like, and I understand that he's a kid. That'll all come with age. He'll learn that side of the game. It can't all be about going one way. He's going to have to learn to do the defensive side. In this Liverpool team, you know, our wingers are asked to go. You've got to get back as well, but that'll come in time. When you've got the ability to beat your man as often as he does, you're a special player, and the other bits are just nuances and they'll come in with time. He's a very exciting player, Errol.
And he makes it look easy though, that's what I mean. Like, these are seasoned pros that have been in and around the Premier League for 4, 5, 6, upwards 7 years, some of these, man, on, you know, that Fulham side today. And the way that he was just twisting and turning, he left Castagna on the ground. There's another one where he does like a little flip-flap movement and he just jinks between two. You know, he is not void of any confidence whatsoever. He's got that belief and he knows his game. He knows what he does really well. And he's been given the license to go out there and demonstrate it. And as I say, he's a crowd favourite. We know that he's an immense talent. We know he's still very young. We know he's raw. The fans are going to be patient with him. But in moments like this, when we just need something to give us a lift, I just thought he was the perfect antidote to exactly what Liverpool have been needing in recent weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I was reading some of the stats out there. 10 progressive carries. That's his best stat. He's moving with the ball. He moves at such pace. He has Castagna and others backpedaling loads, and that's a really tricky position as a defender to get yourselves in. When someone's running at you with pace and you're backpedaling, you're always off balance. And then add to that, his agility is fantastic. He's got a quite low centre of gravity, change of direction. And most of all, Errol, and I hope this never changes, but it often does with footballers, just that, he's 17 years old, that youthful, it's almost a real positive in a way. It's just so nonchalant, like he doesn't care, he's fearless, he's got that exuberance of youth where he just goes, I'm going to go time and time and time again, and I might give the ball away 3 times, but I'm going to beat you 4 times, I'm going to beat you 5 times. There was one at one point when there's 4 of them in front of him and he goes, Sam, let's have it, and he just goes at them, and actually it ends up with a pass across the pitch that it almost gets Liverpool in because he drags them all over. That vibrance and that excitement of a young player bursting onto the scene. We've seen loads of these throughout the years. We're lucky enough to watch some great Liverpool players burst onto the scene. Yeah. From Gerrard to Owen to Fowler and the Trent Alexander-Arnold, and the list goes on and on and on of young players. Some have gone on to superstardom and Ballon d'Or winners like Michael Owen. Some have shined brightly and then kind of faded away. I think Stefan Bajcetic in recent years, for example, more injury related. Maybe Harvey Elliott, who's having a bit of a tough time of it now, but listen, mate, again, I don't want to make it too many early predictions, but if you had to guess, it feels like Rio's on that pathway to superstardom. Certainly. If he keeps his mind right, keeps developing, keeps learning his game, before long, like, he'll be playing every single game for Liverpool. He'll be one of the best players. It feels like he's got that type of talent, Errol, and he showed it today.
Yeah, it certainly is. And obviously, we're approaching a big summer where Liverpool are potentially looking to be in the market for a left winger, and the more that he can raise questions in the hierarchy of Liverpool Football Club to suggest that position was in safe hands and it's sound and he's capable of being able to play the best part of 20, 25, 30 games in a season. The sooner that he's able to really do that, his body's robust enough, he's able and physically up to the demands of the Premier League, the better for Rio Ngumoha. And look, I'm in no position to make wild predictions after the week I've had in front of camera, but I am just glad that we have got this exciting talent. I'm glad that we was able to pick him away from the Chelsea Academy, and I'm just glad that he understands that there was a real pathway for Liverpool, and Liverpool are really carving that open, because not only is it a good thing for Rio, but it also sets precedent for other young players and other young prospects that are in academies that actually, Liverpool are an amazing team. They're still a very top side, but there is still that pathway if you are good enough, and we've demonstrated that again with Rio this season. We've given him his chances, and again, by and large, for the most part, when Rio was taken to the pitch, I think he's done himself proud, definitely, but he's also taken some really big opportunities and had some real standout moments for a breakthrough season. So congratulations, young man. If you was player of the match on the broadcaster as well, we gave you player of the match. We thought he was absolutely brilliant. You've made all the Liverpool fans proud. You've made your family proud. Keep making everybody proud. Keep doing what you do, mate, because you're absolutely killing it right now, and we love to see it.
Absolutely, yeah. Let us know your thoughts on Rio Ngumoha's performance. Should he start against Paris? All these are questions opinions. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. If you're watching or listening to this as a clip, head on over, go and download the Redmen Plus app, go and check out the full player ranking show, because we're going to whiz through now and rank all of the other Liverpool players based on your votes. That was a clip from our player ranking show. To check out the full show, head on over to the Redmen Plus app.